I got a Fantastic Four announcement. Right. I am hella jazzed about this one. And I'm glad because it's took me a while to get excited really about anything Marvel MCU related up and coming. We're going to get into a certain trailer that I'm not as hyped on as other people a little bit later. But for now, don't ruin it. For now, Fantastic Four announcement. So worst kept secret in Hollywood, I feel like.
It really is.
So for this one, there was a strike last year. I think they've had these actors all booked in for months,
Yes.
apart from Pedro, though. I think they were being a bit funny with their Pedro casting, as in they were trying to find someone for Reed, I think longer than they were trying to find for Sue, Johnny, and Ben Grimm. Right. First off, just on the casting announcements, I like them all. You know, I love Pedro Pascal. I know there's some like beef out there. I think it's being made out to be a bit worse than what it actually is when it comes to Pedro Pascal. I don't think anyone's really like talking about like the color of his skin or him being Caucasian or anything like that. I think, you know, for me personally, when I first found out it was Pedro, I was just like, oh, you know, The Last of Us, Mandalorian. You know, he's very current in our faces at the moment, but we've said this before. I don't know how long he's going to be on The Last of Us for, and The Mandalorian, you know, you can't see his face. But yeah, as far as
Ellis.
moving straight on, might have ruined something there. Maybe he's not. I don't know. But I just want to say. As well, guys, this is probably my favorite poster that Marvel have ever done, if I'm being honest. I was absolutely blown away by it. I love the logo that they've got going on here, the new logo. I think it for the style that they're going for here, I think it really works. I think it's set in the 60s, if I'm not mistaken. This magazine cover is from 1963, I believe. But yeah, I'm just all about this. I love the costumes that they've got going on here, like the astronaut boots and stuff like that. Yeah, man, I'm really elated with this. I think aesthetically, it couldn't be any better. Paul, what are your thoughts on this one? It sounds like we're going to the 60s. We've got Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby. We sort of knew about that. We've got Joseph Quill as Johnny Storm. Aaron Mock. Right, the guy out the bear, the actor. I will eventually learn your name, brother. I will learn it. But right now, I can't remember it, and it's a mouthful to say.
He was also in Punisher season 1.
Yes, he was. And he was also in Andor. He's been good in everything I've seen him in. If anyone's watched The Bear, I think you'll totally understand why he's being cast as Ben Grimm. He plays their cousin in The Bear. I highly recommend that show. But yeah, Paul, what are you thinking about this? We're back in the 60s. Fantastic Four announcement, new logo. Got a look at the suits here. We've got like a feel of what the film might be going for. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, love the announcements, how they did it. The logo, everything about it. A lot of fans, I don't think they've come out and said, but a lot of fans, people on social media saying they reckon it's going to be set in the 60s because of this poster, the way it's it's aesthetically like the 60s. And I believe The Thing is reading a magazine from the 60s. It screams sort of like that 60s vibe, doesn't it? Casting's fantastic. No pun intended. I love Pedro, Last of Us, like you said, Mandalorian. Vanessa Kirby, very excited for that because, well, I'm excited, but I'm a bit annoyed that they've got one of the hottest women in Hollywood playing a character that turns invisible. That's very annoying. But yeah, Vanessa Kirby, man, I get lost in her eyes. It's crazy, but I digress. Joseph Quinn coming off Stranger Things season 4 made a massive impact with people in that. He's now a household name because of his part in that series. I think, am I right in saying that? Do you reckon? I think he's quite
100%.
a big, he's quite a big name now. Ebon Moss Backrack.
Yes,
That his
you got
name?
it there.
Yes, Ebon Moss Backrack. Yeah, fantastic casting. Yeah, I love it. Can't wait to see a trailer. Can't wait to see him in how, what they actually look like and will look like. We need MCU needs to get some winners now, man. Comic book movies in general, we need to get some winners back now. And Fantastic Four is a massive name for Marvel, so they need to use it right. Can't wait. Yeah, I'm excited for it, man.
It's a big player because, like, even if you're not like a big comic book reader and you don't know a lot about the Fantastic Four, they're definitely in most people's subconscious because they've already had like 4 movies over like since the 90s. Do you know what I mean? So they are in people's subconscious. They know what they look like. They've got a vague idea about them. So this is the sort of movie that would make the MCU a lot of money, I imagine. Badger, what? I know you're not the biggest Marvel guy. Fantastic Four. What your thoughts on this announcement?
Juiced.
Obviously, you're aware of Pedro Pascal's work and stuff like that. So, what are your thoughts and feelings on this one?
Completely juiced, believe it or not. I'm juiced. I've known about Pedro Pascal. He's been rumored to be in this for like a month or 2 now, so I already was expecting it. Now it's been confirmed. I'm happy about it. I'm really, really excited, mainly just for him. I'm not familiar with all of his work. I'm only really familiar with his work in Last of Us. And Paul, you've seen The Last of Us. I think he was good in that, wasn't he? Wasn't he good in that?
Was all right.
Yeah, okay, yeah, just a little bit possible. Well, maybe he'll be able to step up his game from there. Yeah. Nah, look, man, the guy just blew my freaking socks off. I went in very skeptical into that show because I was like, dude, this guy is not Joel. And I was like, yeah, it's Joel. He's Joel. Yeah, it's Joel. It's definitely Joel. I learned bloody quick. Phenomenal. And I'm sure he's going to knock out the park. One thing I will disagree with you on, Ellis. You're saying that people that you don't think people have been like kind of judging the fact that he's not Caucasian.
Yeah.
And they have been left, right, and center. I think
it's such a small minority of people, though. I know John Campion made a massive stink about it on his show like yesterday. I don't think it's that. I think it's the fact that Pedro's just overused, if I'm being honest. It's got nothing to do with what he looks like. Just from where I'm sitting, it's the fact he's in 2 major franchises at the moment. He's the face of 2 major franchises. I think that's ultimately the problem.
I'm not complaining. I'm happy about this. It's going to be groovy. The only other thing I'd say is that if they get rid of the guy who's playing as the Thing, I'll do it. I'll do it like gladly. Come on, I make the best Thing. I don't care what anyone says. Look at me, I was made for that role, man. It wouldn't require much makeup. A role like that, man, that would be kick-ass. But it's gonna be awesome, man. It's gonna be fun. I am curious though, will the Thing be entirely CGI or will they do what they did with the 2005 film? We'll see.
Yeah. I think they'll go down the Hulk route with it, maybe.
Yeah, I can see them doing that. I think they did want to stay away from the 2005 movie.
They want to stay away from all of it, really, don't they? Every part of it, they stay away from. I mean, it really is a shame if the best film that had Fantastic Four in is Doctor. What was
Doom.
it? No, not
Doctor
that.
Doom?
What was it? No. Who's the Marvel guy? Benedict Cumberbatch. What's his name?
Doctor Strange.
Oh, Doctor Strange.
There we go. Forgot it. Sorry, my brain fart. Yeah, if Doctor Strange, that was like the best thing we ever saw Fantastic Four in, Mr. Fantastic. And I wasn't even a fan of that film, but that was sadly the best thing I had ever seen done with Fantastic Four in a film. So hopefully they'll learn their lessons. Hopefully.
Just want to get your thoughts on like who do we think is like up and running for Doctor Doom casting? I know I don't think he's going to be getting like a mainstay in this film. Like the rumor is like sort of post-credits scene sort of thing.
Adam Driver's getting quite a bit of traction to play the role.
It is a good
Is
shout.
he?
I don't know if Driver himself would be like 100% up for that, because it's quite a similar role, isn't it, to Kylo Ren? It's like even down to the bloody same. You could take the same cape from Kylo Ren and shove it on Doctor Doom, paint it green. You're good to go. Yeah, I'm not sure. There's been some wild names bandied about, like Cillian Murphy. I couldn't see that one whatsoever. Mads Mikkelsen's another one that's been bandied about. I think leave that bloke alone. Get him, put him face now. Stop making him heel. Do you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, I'm looking forward to Fantastic Four. This has got me hyped. Love the logo. I was saying to Paul yesterday, it reminds me of the Fallout games and the aesthetic of the Fallout games. Yep. I played the first 15 minutes of Fallout 4 a couple of months back, and like the house that you start the game in,
like the suburban
looks like that house. And as soon as you go in the kitchen, it's got a robot. I think it's Herbie, it's called in the Fantastic Four. You got a robot in the kitchen serving you coffee. It's pretty insane, and they've all got blue jumper suits on. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not saying it's ripping it off. I'm just saying, I'm into it. I like it.